Salutations everyone, I'm the GoFlower Reviewer, and honestly, congratulations, no problems here. If for those who don't know, SML has just hit 10 million subscribers after 18 years and some change on the platform. I'm usually the one to talk about milestones and special anniversaries and special events when it comes to the channel's history, and for 10 million subscribers you would think, oh, Jay's gonna have a very big special video planned, but honestly, this game is kind of a shock to me. I wasn't really prepared for this, despite Logan preparing for it for pretty much the whole year just thus far. So because of that, instead of going on a retrospective or talking about some random useless trivia that nobody has ever heard of ever in the channel's history, I'm going to be focusing on the 10 million subscriber live stream that happened last night, or at least last night as of the time of recording this. And honestly, I'll be the first to admit it, I got a little emotional watching it, simply because I realized I've been looking at this channel completely incorrectly. I'm not going to try and speak for every reviewer, because that'd be disingenuous of me. However, I think us as a community have been looking at SML a little too critically. I think that instead of looking at the videos as objective art that needs to be studied and analyzed and brought upon these massive, almost unachievable standards, we should just be looking at them on if they're entertaining, funny, heartwarming, etc. It's too bad that even with that, modern SML is still ass. I'm only half kidding with that point. I don't think modern SML is as bad as some people say it is, however, it's just not something I would watch. But I do mean this one thing when I say that I've been looking at the channel incorrectly. I've said that it seems like Logan has lost his passion and ambition, and while in terms of the videos that might be true, at least in terms of the output, as the modern videos are a lot more repetitive, stale, and honestly just sloppier than the older videos, I think I've misinterpreted. I think Logan's now trying to value the experience of making the videos, rather than the experience of having great golden videos, which to me honestly isn't a good thing. However, I do commend him for at least trying to have fun with this channel after nearly 20 years of trials and tribulations. This live stream generated some incredible enthusiasm, some infectious energy that I haven't seen in SML since like the early Jeffy era. Like whenever the last time they put bloopers in the end of the videos, you know, like that was like early Apartment or something. That was a long time ago, and that was the last time I really felt like Logan, or at least the channel, had a real soul, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, maybe the 1 million subscriber video, that was also very heartwarming as well, but that's a little bit of a different sort of thing. Speaking of 1 million subscribers, I mean, hey, look at the time difference. I mean, we're only 5 months away from the 10-year anniversary of Logan getting 1 million. Also known as a 10-year anniversary where I stopped caring about my fan. Anyway, I also want to cover this list of upcoming videos that were talked about on this live stream. Credit to K-Films. I will be using his, interpretation of this. A new Jeffy Ball Z video. We haven't had one since 2024, I believe. And as a Dragon Ball Z fan, I would love to see a continuation of this series. The Chef PP Quits finale episode, episode 7, which will happen, evidently. That's great news, big news actually. After over 10 years since part 6, we're finally getting an ending to this much beloved series. Honestly, I know this video is all about positivity and optimism, but I have my doubts. That the main one being, is Chef PP going to act like classic Chef PP, or are we going to have watered down black stereotype Lavelle Chef PP, if you know what I mean. If the latter is in store, then this video is only going to be as funny as you think modern Chef PP is, which in my opinion isn't very funny. But if it's classic Chef PP, this might be video of the year, and I'm not even glazing. The Secret Door 2, not the terrible April Fool's video from just a month ago, but a real Secret Door 2. I didn't mention this in the review that me and Spooky made, but I don't see a Secret Door sequel working in any capacity. I don't think that there's any more story left to tell, unless we're going to do like an Irido or a Shucks video. To be honest, I don't know shit about either one of those, so I have no interest, but it'll be fine. I guess I gotta dial up Spooky for that one. Cody Potter 2, I didn't really have any strong thoughts on Cody Potter 1 since I'm not a Harry Potter fan and never have been. A remake of the very first Junior video, Bowser Jr.'s Macaroni, which to me is kind of late timing. I mean, if this was like a 10-year anniversary video, I could see it, but let's be honest, Junior's Mac and Cheese isn't the most thrilling video in the world, nor is it the most rewatchable. An SML vlog and an SML movie about the upcoming Diamond Play button, which will be surreal when we finally get to see it, because this has been in store for well over 10 years. But SML videos about objects, especially ones of the YouTube variety, aren't necessarily the greatest. I remember during COVID, I believe, 2020, there was this video where Jeffy and Junior sneak into like the SML house and they were talking about all this meta like creator shit, and it just wasn't interesting to me. An official version of I'm Sorry Chef Pee-Pee, the very famous SML creepypasta, unlikely as it says, but also very interesting, as I'm Sorry Chef Pee-Pee could legitimately be a 2-minute video and that's about it. I don't see how Logan's gonna stretch the runtime out for that long. This legitimately has to be an SML short. And a video about Junior's upcoming summer break, which could entail a sequel slash remake slash reboot of Junior Summer Vacation, which is one of the most nostalgic SML videos that I've ever come across. Not particularly to me, but to a lot of people who started watching the channel with that video. And honestly, if this video lineup turns out to be some sort of structure for the future, which again, I'm not saying it is, because it's very unlikely that Logan's going to do a lot of these videos, but if this ends up happening, then shit, maybe we gave Logan too much flack. I mean, honestly, this could save SML, because not only, like, even if these videos were bad, in my opinion, I'd still say that Logan's at least listening to the fans a little bit, you know, giving them what they want or ask for, even if it's not in the best possible way. And honestly, that's kind of the sentiment of this whole live stream. This live stream gave me hope for the future. Hope that Logan isn't washed. Hope that SML can make a recovery and go back to the banger after banger video that we were used to 10 years ago. You know, honestly, it's really weird saying that after I just got done making a video about how the Junior era is glazed, but that's besides the point. The stream felt like a massive love letter to the fans of SML, you know, the ones that Logan quote-unquote forgot about ages ago. It really warmed my heart to see so many nostalgic references and characters again. Oh yeah! The plushes. For about a minute of the live stream, which is probably all that Logan's able to get away with in these days, we saw the original SML plushes for the first time in 5 years, 5.5 years, since the cease and desist happened in February of 2021. Logan refers to them as his daughter's toys, which to me sounds a little bit like a joke. However, it could very well be true. I mean, Logan did say that Lily would eventually inherit the family business of making Mario plush videos. Knowing Nintendo, she'll probably get sued too, but that's besides the point. But it was great to see these old-ass characters again. I mean, Tony the Tiger, Mr. Pig, Mama Luigi, oh my god, Mama Luigi. Anyway, that does it for this video. I'm the Goldflower Reviewer, and I'll see you all in the next video.